What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So listen, Queens came back on tonight, and I'm just gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I hated the episode. I hated the episode. It's not that okay. Hate is a strong word. Hate is a strong word. I didn't like the episode, and the reason why I didn't like the episode was because of the way it. I don't like when shows play with me like this, okay? Y'all, if you see my Insecure, review for the season or the series finale when they was doing the time jumping and they didn't show us the time and it was going from this to this to this. I don't like it when they rush stuff and they do stuff like that, okay? And when we go from the last time we see you 2 weeks ago, Brianna's in the hospital, and then when we see the preview for what's coming up, we see Brianna, but then when the episode comes on, y'all standing at her grave or a grave at this point, and it's like we still don't. I don't get it. I didn't like. I said, what is happening? And then for the whole thing that happened at the end, so I'm like, the way that they filmed it, it was kind of fuzzy, like in a dream sequence, like. So was she really? I was just confused. It could have been a way better episode. This was probably by far the one that I did not like the most out of this whole season. And I love the show. I'm one of the few people. I don't know if I'm one of the few people, but I'm one of the people that actually loved every episode that has come on. But this one just really got under my skin. But y'all have been gone, and then to come back with this. Like some of the stuff that they was talking about, it was cute. It was cute. It was really cute. Like they touched on some stuff that really pissed me off because it really happens. Okay, and I felt oh bitch, that white bitch. Oh, I don't even want to say it like that, but that little mermaid. Oh. Anyway, let's get up into the episode. This is episode 9 called Bars. Did y'all just hear that little note? I don't know what the hell it was, but it was something. Okay. So at this point, the episode starts off and they at a grave site. You got the 3 girls, okay, plus Lil Muffin, plus Eric, and they're at this grave and we don't see who they're talking to, but I'm like, so this has to be Brianna. Is this really Brianna or whatever? Like, because why is Lil Muffin there? Why is Eric there? They too have a connection to Brianna, so that's what we automatically assume, that it is Brianna. Now, when they had left off the last episode that we saw, they was trying to determine whether or not we was gonna do this surgery for her that's gonna make her, not be paralyzed, but it was a very risky surgery. And the way they left off, I believe, if I can remember, it was like it was flatlining, and sometimes they kind of play like that, and then the next episode comes on and they okay, you know what I'm saying, they all up and about or whatever. So that's what I'm thinking that we was gonna get. No, we at this plot and they're all sad, and this is the end of the Queens and all this stuff. Everything ended before it could really start, and everybody go their separate ways, and I'm sitting here like, so what? Then it goes 3 months later, okay, and we see Naomi. She's taking a for soul sign, or a soul sign from off of a lawn, and it's Brianna's house. And we find this out. I said, wait a minute, what? And this is why I'm confused. Like, this is the whole beginning just confused me. So the whole, like, is she not here, or what is it? Okay, because Naomi take the sign off the lawn, saying that it's sold. So obviously she sold the house, or she bought the house. And Eric comes down. JoJo was living there with her. She was like, of course, JoJo, she's so excited that they got a house now. She was like, yeah, gotta keep it. Brianna would have wanted to keep it in the family. And I'm like, so what? So Brianna's no longer so the grandma got all the kids? Is that what's going on? Like, what is happening? That confused me. And so that part made me more confused about the ending. All right. So did she just want to sell the house? Is Brianna really here, or is she really gone? Because they're going about their lives and acting about stuff as if she's really gone. But then the ending, we'll get there. We'll get there. But anyway, Eric is living there at the house also, and Lil Muffin, all right? Apparently, Eric sold his house and all his stuff or whatever to pay off his debt to Jadakiss. So therefore, he couldn't stay in the place where he was at. So he came in to stay with Naomi and JoJo. They're trying to build this family type atmosphere and just be that. No nookie nookie, no sookie sookie, nothing like that. We just friends. You trying to connect with your daughter. We trying to work on our friendship. Nothing else. Lil Muffin, on the other hand, mama studying for the bar. I said, now, bitch, what? Mind you, this is three months later, okay, after we saw them at the grave site, And I said, bitch, what? I said, what did the Kim Kardashians go on? Y'all better stop fucking playing with me. Because ain't nothing about Lil Muffin said smart, all right? Well, let me take that back because she could flow. So I'm going to take that back. That's how they wanted us to think, And in reality, it's some of these people that's in the music industry and in these industries in general, they have them dumbed down like a motherfucker, and they really are kind of, geniuses. I ain't gonna say that too much about her, but some of these people are really smart. They just play a character, and that's all that it is. It's an image, that they trying to sell. Oh, we don't want you this. They ain't gonna take you with this or whatever. But if I dumb myself down, it's gonna sell, and we see that all the time. So that's literally part of one of the main reasons why I love this show is because it's showing the shit that actually do be happening in the industry. And even if we're not directly in the industry, we've seen some of this stuff happen. Okay, we've heard the story, and so they're just putting it out there and putting it out there on TV. And I was like, oh, okay, mama said she was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning studying for the bar. I said, okay, if that's what you want to do, you do that. Meanwhile, you got Valeria. She's up in a booth, spitting her little rhymes and stuff. And, I guess she finna do a little solo album. Everybody's gone their own way. Naomi don't really got the feeling for, being in the music industry after Brianna. What happened to Brianna? Eric feels some type of way. At one point, Eric was like, had he not, chased after Darren wouldn't let off that other shot, and what happened to Brianna wouldn't have happened. You couldn't have known what was going to happen. So, of course, everybody basically has survivor's guilt, especially Jill. Jill is on the movie set. She's trying to be an actress, and, she's doing this scene with this guy, kissing him, and, she keeps on wanting to do it again and again, like she's trying to perfect it, and everybody's like, we've been going over time, and this has already been done, and it's good. You're okay. And she just want to keep on doing it, but she's basically the only one that's kind of like isolated herself from everybody else. Naomi has tried to call her. Valeria has called her many a times, and she's not answering. The things that's going on with her on her little situation is, she's not sleeping. She's having the most guilt because she's like, if it wasn't for me and being with Darren in her situation, Brianna wouldn't be in the situation that she's in, so she's having guilt about that because that was her ex-husband who did that, and he did that because of Jill, trying to take Jill out, wind up inadvertently hurting, Brianna. And I was like, I know how that can play on your spirit or whatever, play on your mind, play on your conscience, but you can't try to, deal with it on your own. You got the little PA assistant or whatever just trying to, put stuff up in there, put a pitch up in there with all 4 of the girls together. And she was like, why you bring this up in here? She said, girl, I thought this was like something to liven you up, give you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of hope or whatever, make you homely up in here. And she just really wasn't here for it. She told the girl, you need to start sleeping. That's what old girl told Jill. You need to get some sleep. You need to rest. You need to talk to your friends. You need to talk to somebody, okay? Because you're waking up, you're having dreams and all this stuff. Now, at one point, thought mama was going to be up in there, and this episode just really... I'm thinking mama finna just go ahead and finally call the people. No, girl, she called a drug dealer that she ain't spoke to in a minute, who was kind of upset. He was like, listen, I want your money. Listen, I want money. But I'm kind of disappointed that I'm seeing you again. Okay? Like, it's been a long time. Thought I left you with a dope beat to step to. Anyway. And she just, I said, no, Jill, we not finna Jill to thrill this shit on some cocaine like that. What's going on, girl? No, we don't do no stuff like that. Now, when the PA assistant said, girl, you need to call somebody, call your girls to help, okay? That meant for you to pick up the phone and to either call Valeria with all them damn missed calls that was on your goddamn call log. As soon as you lift up the phone, all them damn missed calls, call that bitch back or call Naomi, not to call the drug dealer. I said, no, girl, don't take the easy way out. We got to talk about our feelings. That's what we got to do. We're going to put a pause to the kibosh on that for right now, okay? Meanwhile, like I was saying, Valeria, she was in the studio, you know, doing a little verse, some song or whatever that she was doing. And after she finished, we see the little engineer, you know, he's the sound engineer. That's what he told us. She was like, listen, do you not say anything? He said, my job is to say something and to make you sound good. And I don't really have to do that when it's fucked up. I said, oh, basically trying to say that, you good. Mama, you good. Like, you look good. You sound good. Ain't no tweaking that really needs to be happening. You all to the good, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, for real? And they locked eyes, and it was the chemistry there. His name is Thomas, okay? I said, oh, Valeria got a thing for the black men. I said, all right, you know, y'all cute together, whatever. And at this moment, they go from, you know, doing all of that little eye flirting or whatever. Then they leave out and he takes her to a restaurant. They talking to each other, trying to get to know each other. Then you know, he asking her about what happened on her job at the Shade, her little talk show. Is it true that you really poisoned your co-host? She said that's a rumor, but all I did was help people see her real races and true colors, okay? That's what she did. Then the owner of the restaurant, he comes over there and he was like, listen, Thomas, I'm sorry, but we're about to close up. And he was like, okay, cool. I know another spot. So they go to this bar. They've been talking forever. I said, damn, bitch, what time is it? Because, you know, usually when we see them going on dates on TV or whatever, they be at the restaurant probably like at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And then for it to close, it has to be like 11, probably 12, most likely 11 something or whatever. And then you go into a bar. They stayed at the bar till that bitch was about to close down. I said, oh, so it has to be at least 1, 2 o'clock in the morning or more. And then he was like, I got another spot. I said, damn, bitch. And not one time did he say, let me take you home to my place, okay? Or let me go to your place. I was like, what's the other spot? They go to this diner, all right? And they was there till the sun came up. And he was like, I know another spot. I said, damn, bitch, can we go to sleep? I'm tired, okay? I am tired. I'm older. You know, I can't keep up with these things no more. My body just won't let me. Valeria said, okay. Girl, they wound up going to Nevada to go get married. I said, all right, you know, they talking about when was the one and, you know, who was this, and I never thought about being married, but when that right person comes along and all this stuff, I said, okay, that's what we're doing. So she got to tell the girls, and Eric have all of them show up, and when she finally tell them and they meet him, they was like, especially Naomi, you know, she the more vocal one, okay? She like, listen, like, do he know anything about you? Do you know anything about him? Do he know about your mom? Do he know about this and all this stuff? She said, first of all, what he needs to know about that lady first? I said, I kind of understand, but that's your husband now, right? Okay, you didn't jump the gun and everything, so hey, he was like, she basically was like, we're gonna get to know each other. This is something that she feel is right, and she the type of person that once she got married, she wanted it to be a one-time thing, okay? Now later on, they were at either her house or his place or whatever, and they was looking at like honeymoon destinations, okay? And he was like, why don't we go to New York first so that we can meet your parents, and then we can fly swing over there to Jersey to meet my parents. You know, your people still up in New York, right? And she was like, I mean, yeah, she lying, you know. He was like, I bet you got a big family or whatever, because I got a big family, you know, cousins, uncles, and stuff like that. And the whole time, she's feeling a little uneasy because she's lying to him. And I just didn't understand why she felt the need to lie to him. Okay, like just say my parents are no longer here, or I never met them. You thought that he wasn't gonna. I just didn't understand the reason why she felt like she needed to lie. Even she told Naomi and them, that Naomi and Muffin. And they was like, girl, why you not telling the truth? Like, what's the point? Okay. And now, instead of wanting to tell the truth about where her parents are in the situation that she's in with that whole dilemma, she was thinking about possibly divorcing him. And I said, what? This don't make no sense. But then the last thing we see, I guess one of the last things, individual scenes with her is she took him to the mother's burial plot. And at that moment, I was like, oh, so was this the one that we was looking at earlier? No, it wasn't. So I was like, okay, so we see two burial plots. So is Brianna really gone or not? Like, I'm a little confused, okay? But that was her mother's burial plot. And she told him about the fact that, she gave her up and she don't have no family and all this stuff. And he was like, well, you have family now. And I said, bitch, why did you lie in the first place? Why do they have this girl doing it? Anyway, moving on from that, speaking of Naomi, okay? Naomi, she going to the store with Lil Muffin, right? They go to the store, they outside putting the stuff in the car, and then somebody come up and they trying to get the car to take it back into the store. When you at the store, the little employees, the little workers that come take the cars out the parking lot and all that shit. Girl, why wasn't Remy Ma? I said, Remy Ma? Girl, what's going on? Okay, I said, so bitch, are they replacing Brianna with Zadie? That's her name, Zadie. Lady Z, okay? And apparently, Naomi, or I should say Explicit Lyrics, and Lady Z had some beef back in the day. They used to go back and forth because it was almost felt like Lady Z was the only one that could really go against lyrically Naomi, and they had a little bad blood, and Explicit Lyrics, aka Naomi, was taking it back, seeing that this lady is out here doing this stuff, like this minimum wage ass job, like, wow, this is really what happened to you. Like, you should have been something up in the industry, and come to find out, her situation is she wanted to get her back on the records. She wanted her to pull her back up into the studio. And just from seeing her, she just got inspired again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to come through. This could be a little inspiration and all this stuff. And Lady Z's daddy was like, bitch, I ain't trying to be your inspiration or whatever. You ain't trying to use me. I'm done with the industry. It is what it is. Bitch, I don't need your charity. And so at this moment, Naomi go talk to Eric about it and was like, she fucked her chances up when she assaulted Frank Black, okay? Frank Black was like one of the top producers in the industries. He was up there with the Diddy's, with the Timberlands and all that stuff, whatever. And she assaulted him. And I was like, oh, okay, so basically she's been blackballed, okay? And I said, that's kind of messed up. What happened with that? Because, Naomi was like, can't you do something to try to figure out how to get her a record label or a deal of some sort or whatever, get her back into the studio? He was like, I can try, but ain't no guarantee that anything's gonna happen. And sure enough, he did go into it and he tried to get something, but they wasn't feeling her right now because she's still very much blackballed. But Zadie did wind up coming back down to the studio and changing her mind, going up into the booth, doing what she had to do with Explicit Lyrics, okay? And they had went out to eat, and this is where she revealed that she didn't just get thrown out because she assaulted Frank Black. She assaulted him because he tried to assault her. He sexually harassed her, tried to sexually assault her, and all of that stuff. So she was defending herself. So of course, Naomi took this to Eric, and Eric gave a typical response, what we see all the time. Man, he don't look like the type. Not him. He don't even give off that vibe. He don't look like the type that'll do nothing like that. And I'm so glad they had Naomi speak up, like, what does a sexual predator look like? They don't have a look. They could be the next person next to you and you never would know, okay? And let's not act like this don't go on in the industry, and it has not been going on in the industry since forever, okay? And he was like, I mean, yeah, but exactly, shut the fuck up and listen, okay? That girl got her reputation trashed and blackballed because she was trying to defend herself because he tried to sexually assault her, okay? And I was just like, wow, that is crazy, and we see that shit all the time. And so now, they trying to figure out what to do at this point. And so we're going to put that on pause. Then we get to Lil Muffin's little situation, all right? Like Lil Muffin, she's maturing a little bit more. She want to be a public defender. She's trying to pass the bar and all this. But then all of a sudden, she get, JoJo sent her and show her this video of this girl who got color hair just like Lil Muffin do. You know what I'm saying? And little skinny, and she called herself Lil Mermaid. Skinny little white girl, okay? Like skinny little white girl that looked like she owned some stuff, okay? I don't want to judge, but baby, mama looked a little crack-ish, all right? To be coming for Lil Muffin the way that she did, I said, mama, you need to step your game up a little bit more than that, all right? It was very weak. It was very generic. And guess who was her background? The same little gay boys that was with Lil Muffin. So Lil Muffin, and this is what happens in the industry. She basically put this little diss out on Instagram to get clout and to get Lil Muffin's attention. And when JoJo showed Lil Muffin, who was sitting there trying to study for her little test, she was like, oh, this girl, her real name is Becky, Rebecca something or whatever. And she was a fan of mine. She used to hit me up in my DMs all the time. Now you want to diss me or whatever? I'm not finna play into that. And I was like, good answer, okay? Because you don't have to respond to everybody that's just using you for clout. Because at this point, Lil Muffin said she's retired, and some time went by. Lil Muffin didn't respond to her. But then all of a sudden, the girl calls her on her phone, and she was like, listen, my bad for putting that out there. The people up in the industry, they was just pushing me to do this. The niggas, no, she ain't say that yet. She said the men around me, they was just pushing me to do that or whatever. And what I really want from you is to be my mentor. And I was like, what? I said, Muffin, hang that phone up and don't even play into it. She was like, all right, cool. Meet me at so-and-so, so-and-so. And so I said, this ain't going to be good. And sure enough, Muffin was at this little coffee house, whatever, sitting there studying with her book, and old girl come up in there with them little gay boys. And I'm saying it like that because I have no respect for these type of gay men, the messy ones, the clout chasing ones, and we see these all the time. We see these type of ones all the time in the industry. These are the ones that we call accessories, all right, who are okay with being accessory to women in the industry who are powerful, who have some type of status, who have some type of clout, who have some type of fame or whatever, money. But as soon as that shit leaves, they're off to the next point. They're loyal to you as long as you're paying them. They're loyal to you as long as you're, funding their lifestyle. When you no longer can and you don't have that power, you don't have that clout, that status or whatever, that money, that fame, they're going to move on to the next. And that's exactly what they did. They went from Little Muffin to Little Mermaid, okay? And I'm like, you can't even be original. Like, come on, this is so... And then coming at her, talking about something, you ain't nothing or whatever, and all this stuff. You ain't retired, you just tired. I said, what? That's some fake shit. And then try to, coast her into getting into it with old girl, try to get into a battle off with her, try to get into a fight with her. And Lil Muffin did the right thing by walking away. Okay? She walked away. But then the girl posted some stuff, the whole live on Instagram, and she had posted some extra out of there and basically was calling her out, talking about something. Yeah, she just walked away. You see how she ran away or whatever, me and my Nick. And I said, oh, so we gonna just let that fly? Because let me just tell y'all this. In this industry, and we see this too, there are some people, I don't understand what it is. With all the cultural stuff that's been going on, the injustices, the, racism and all that stuff, people out here, a lot of us fighting for Black Lives Matter, a lot of us fighting for just to be, respected, We see videos of, these people getting fired for saying N-words and stuff like that when they're not supposed to. But yeah, when it comes to the music industry, especially when it comes to rap, especially when it comes to a white person or a minority that is not black, when they want to come into the business and they want to do I guess hip hop or R&B or whatever it is that they want to call as R&B, their version of culturally appropriated R&B, and hip hop. They want to, in their own free time, use the black scent sometimes and, say the N word, and it's okay. The people that's around them, especially the black folks that be around them, and you have to notice that these people that's in these type of genres, that are these colors and these nationalities and these ethnicities, they have a bunch of black people around them that makes it okay for them to say the things that they say. Tekashi 6ix9ine say that word all the same damn time. Ain't nothing but black folks around them and don't say nothing about it. Fat Joe said it all the time. Nothing but black folks around them, and it's cool. You're seeing other people that do this all the time, and it's cool. I don't respect people like that. So don't get mad when you see somebody else of that same color saying it, and while we over here getting an uproar and they losing their job, but yet you're okay with this one because they paying you. I don't respect that shit. Okay? And so that was filled made Lil Muffin say, okay, fuck this. I'm finna come at this girl. And she ain't come at her nasty. She came at her real cute. She threw some little, conscious bars, I guess, some law bars and all that stuff or whatever. And after that went viral a little bit, Eric came back and was like, yo, you got some offers. They really want to get back up into the muffin business. And Naomi was like, so all of a sudden they want to be up in the muffin business. What if her album don't come out and sell? Well, what if it comes out and it don't sell because it's this conscious rap that she doing? Meaning she ain't talking about the nasty stuff. She talking about real stuff, okay? And what we need to do is we need to form our own record label because that's what we need with Zadie. They ain't gonna take Zadie because of what she, tried to defend herself and they tried to blackball her or whatever. So therefore, let's make our own record label, Nasty Girl Records. Hell, if we would have came back up in the industry on the major label, they would have made us keep our original name, Nasty Bitches, So they went to Zadie. Zadie was thinking about it. Of course, she had a little bit of pushback, questioning stuff. But then she went on ahead and she said, cool, I'm going to sign with y'all. Okay, so now we got Nasty Girls Records, and it's going to be Lil Muffin, them doing their solo stuff, and Zadie, okay? But at the same time, Miss Jill is out here going a little crazy. She was, thinking, what should she do with this whole situation about, these drugs in her car, should she take it or whatever? She's thinking about all the things that's been going on, having flashbacks of her and the girls and everything, and she decides to throw the drugs out the window. Beep, 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 beep. Pull over. I said, damn, the police just came up behind her like that. Girl, they said you had an expired tag. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm so sorry. I just been going through so much. She was like, it's fine. I'm going to just give you a little warning. Just get those tags updated. It was cool. It was cool. But then here come the bitch. I ain't mean to call her like that. Here come the woman police officer. She was like, ma'am, did this fly up out your car? I said, not the bag of drugs. Now, how did you just so happen to find that? Girl, you got out the car and you was searching. And that's what you did. Okay, so of course, she got arrested. She went to jail. And this is the first time in a long time that she actually called them to come get her. I said, so when you in a bind, I'm in a bind, Nate. Okay, that's when you want to call them? Girl, all right. So Lil Muffin did what she had to do. She's made it so that she couldn't, the charges would be dropped. She tried to go up there and stun on them with her little, all of a sudden we know a little bit of law stuff or whatever. We ain't no lawyer. We just studying. We ain't even passed the bar yet, but we gonna flex our little muscle, And it really didn't do nothing with the cops, but she talked to the mayor because she did perform at the mayor's Sweet 16, daughter Sweet 16. So, of course, she got the charges dropped. And I was like, all right, that's cool or whatever. So, after that, I guess Jill is back in the foray. Everything's going to be cool. Everybody's going to be on the Nasty Girls Records. And, everybody's going to come back together. Okay, fine. But then we get to... Eric want to fuck Naomi so bad. Naomi keep on saying no. And I'm like, 3 months later, where's Rodrigo? Where is Rodrigo? Is he Rodrigo? Where is he? Okay, like Naomi, you done broke up with him, or we through with that storyline. I mean, it is 3 months later. Y'all set it up like they was gonna be together like an actual couple. Are we gonna see him next week? But after that, girl, they was like, so we got this record label. So now the one thing that we got to do now is we got to call up one person. So they get on the phone, and Naomi is on the phone. Next thing you know, they say we up in Costa Rica. And it's Brianna sitting there reading a book with the phone propped up, and it says Naomi. And instead of answering that bitch, she declined it. Okay, she declined it, and her kids came over like, Mom, you want to go look at the sign? We want to go do this. She's like, yeah, let's go do this. I said, now what the fuck is going on? So it's this. I was waiting for them so much to say psych. I thought this was a what if episode or a dream sequence episode. And by the way that it looked at the end, I can't, like I said, the way that they filmed it at the end, it was like that fogginess, like a dream, you know what I'm saying, like a what if. So are they calling her in heaven, to leave the voicemail to say that yes, we're moving on and everything is going to be great, and even though you're not here with us, we just want to let you in on everything that's going. We're moving on steadily and easily without you, or whatever. We're being okay. Is that what it was? But then if that's the case, why are the kids with Brianna? So is the bitch alive or not? Is she part of the goddamn group anymore or not? Like, I'm so fucking confused. If she's not dead, who the fuck's tombstone was they at at the beginning of the episode? Okay, let me just look at this preview and see if she's in the preview for the episode next week. Because it just don't make sense to me, y'all. Hold on one second. Who was that? No, bitch, she ain't in the preview. So they replaced Eve. Eve is off the show now. What is going on? Is Brianna really dead? What the fuck is happening? The fuck is going on? Okay, like Eve on here, not on here. Like she ain't even complete the whole damn season. I know you're pregnant. Okay, Eve ready to pop, bitch. I had forgot that the girl was pregnant until I saw that picture. But now I'm looking at the preview. It's very much Remy Ma. So Remy Ma came in to replace. Bitch, if y'all got the D's, put it down in the comments. I'm going to read it so we could be confused together. Bitch, I hope I ain't the only one. Am I the only one? Girl, anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Other than that, the episode was cute, but I just didn't like how it was just... Girl, what? Anyway. Next week gonna be better. Because now I'm gonna be caught up and I probably gonna get a fuller understanding. But this just threw me off. It just, threw me off like that. And I just really wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like change so quick like that. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Peace.